Hey everyone, it's Ro. Welcome back to my channel and happy holidays. I am so excited because I got so many requests from you guys to make hot cocoa bombs. These desserts have been getting so popular. I'm seeing them all over TikTok. I started testing the recipe immediately and I came out with a really good one that is simple and easy and yummy. If you aren't familiar with a chocolate bomb dessert, it is a chocolate ball filled with hot cocoa and marshmallows. And when you put it in your mug and you pour hot milk over the top, it not only melts right in front of you, but then at the end, it like pops open and all the marshmallows are on top. So it is the cutest and like funnest way to have hot cocoa. Even though making these is simple, I tested this recipe so many different ways to find the easiest way to do it, and I posted one of those test videos over on TikTok. So go check out my TikTok. I'll put a link down below. It's just my name, Rosanna Pansino, easy to find me. Also, if you like watching baking videos, give this video a thumbs up, click subscribe, it's free, and ring the bell to receive notifications every time I post a new video. I really think it is the perfect treat for the holidays this year. Let's get started. The recipe that I'm making today is to make 3 hot cocoa bombs because that is the mold that I have right here. It's got 6 half sphere cavities, but if you have more people in your family and you want to make more than 3, you can just double this recipe to make 6. The mold I'm using is very hard. It's made of polycarbonate, but you can also use an acrylic mold or a silicone mold. All of those are fine as long as they're just a half sphere, and mine is 2.5 inches big. You want your little sphere to be able to fit into a cocoa mug, like a coffee mug or something. First step to making our hot cocoa bombs is melting our chocolate. Over here in a medium-sized bowl, I have about 2.5 cups of dark chocolate melts, and I'm just gonna heat these up in the microwave. You can also use a melting pot or heat them up using a double broiler over the stove. Whatever you've got at home is fine. I might end up doing both. I might heat these up in the microwave and then keep them warm in the melting pot. That's what the melting pots are really great for. They will keep the chocolate at a warm temperature so it won't start to set while we're making our dessert. So I'm gonna pop these in the microwave and then pour them in that pot. I've got the chocolate all melted. I'm gonna put it in my cute little melting pot over here to keep it warm. And I got a little spatula here to mix it up. Oh my gosh, this smells delicious. I wanna have a little fondue party with myself right now. I have strawberries in the fridge and bananas. Okay, but we're not doing a fondue party today. No. We're gonna make these one at a time so that our chocolate doesn't set. You're gonna take half a tablespoon of melted chocolate and place it into the cavity. And if you don't have a half a tablespoon, that's also equivalent to 1.5 teaspoons. You want this layer of chocolate to be pretty thin, so we're gonna pour in half a tablespoon, and I'm using a little brush to get all the chocolate out. We're gonna brush the melted chocolate up the sides of the mold. Get a good coat on there. It's okay if it's not perfect, and it's okay if it's thin because we're gonna add one more layer. This is because if you put more chocolate in there, and you're like, I don't wanna do 2 layers, I'm just gonna put more chocolate in there. The sides of the mold get coated, but then the excess chocolate pools to the bottom, and it's harder for this cute little hot cocoa bomb to melt and get that really cool effect. That's why we do 2 thinner coats versus 1 big coat where there's pooling. That's good, just eyeball it, try to get it as even as you can. Then you're gonna do this to the rest of your spheres. Perfect, each mold is coated in a thin layer of chocolate. We're gonna pop this in the refrigerator for 5 minutes to chill, and then we're gonna do it again. We're gonna add 2 thin coats. Just pop these out of the fridge, it's been 5 minutes. Now we're gonna paint on a second layer. Basically do the same exact thing. Second layer, here we go, little scoop, and again, take a little paintbrush and brush the melted chocolate up the sides. After you've painted your second coat of chocolate, we're gonna pop these back in the fridge for about 5 to 10 minutes this time until the chocolate has fully set, and I'll show you what that looks like. I just popped them out of the fridge. They're almost set, but I wanted to show you what it looked like mid-process. So as the chocolate sets, it contracts and it actually lifts itself out of the tray. And you can see on the underneath right here that these ones have started to do it. Now they aren't fully ready yet, but you can see these 2 are almost almost ready. So what you're gonna do is pop it back in the fridge for an additional 5 to 10 minutes. You just wanna make sure that they're all starting to really lift. Our little chocolate spheres are ready. Now, it depends what kind of mold you're working with. If you're working with a silicone mold, they're really squishy, really easy to pop out. And if you're working with a mold like that, these are very profesh. And the reason I love these, even though it's a little bit trickier, is because your chocolate gets super smooth. It is so profesh. So I'm gonna put on gloves, because chocolate is sensitive. My fingers may actually leave fingerprints. My hands are actually very warm right now, and you're just gonna put your finger inside and gently pull away and up. We did it! Oh, and look how smooth. It's so shiny. All right, and then I'm just gonna place them right over here on a flat surface, little cutting board, and take out the rest of the chocolates. We've got all of the chocolate shells over here ready to go. Now we're gonna load them up and fuse them together. I'm gonna do this one at a time. It just makes it a little bit easier. And again, I am wearing gloves so that the heat of my hand does not leave a fingerprint on these shells. So to load them up, I'm using a circle cookie cutter with a really soft edge so it doesn't leave a line. And I'm gonna flip one of the shells upside down. And I do that to just keep this little shell stabilized so it won't move around while I'm loading it up. Now scoop about a tablespoon of instant hot cocoa mix into the shell. Whoop, perfect for a cup of hot cocoa. Now add about 1/4 cup of little marshmallows. I got a little 1/4 cup here. It's about, because you just want to get all the marshmallows in there and have them make a mountain. You don't want them to be on the edges because we're gonna fuse the top of the shell. So try to make a little mountain. A marshmallow mountain. Oh, that looks great. That is perfect. There's many ways to fuse your chocolate shells together. I'm gonna be using a hot saucepan, the small one I have over here, and a little bit of melted chocolate. But you can do research and see which one you like, but this is my favorite. So I'm just taking a small saucepan, going over to the stove. I've just turned on the heat to medium high. I'm gonna let it heat up for about 1 minute, and then I'm gonna bring it back over. Okay, here we go. This is so exciting. Take a little shell, be careful. It's gonna melt just a little bit. Oh, cool. Okay, and I'm gonna pick it up, bring it over, place on top, and gently press down. You don't wanna press down too much, just a little bit. I'm gonna line them up as even as I can. Oh, that looks great. Don't worry if your hot cocoa bomb has a few of these little gaps in between, because I'm gonna pipe a little bit of hot chocolate around the outside and smooth flat. And I'm gonna do that to all the bombs. I'm gonna do that right now. After you've got your top chocolate shell lightly fused to the bottom, I've left the extra chocolate in the melting pot so it's still warm right over here. I've just left it plugged in. It's staying roasty toasty, and I've just put a little bit of it in a piping bag. I cut off a very small little thing at the end, and now I'm gonna pipe all the way around to fill those gaps and smooth out. You can do with a brush or your finger. Like I'm wearing gloves, so I can do my finger. Makes it a little bit easier to just get in there. Nice and smooth. Perfect. And then just do this all the way around. All done. Now you're gonna assemble the rest of your hot cocoa bombs, just like this one. After you have your hot cocoa bombs assembled, the final step is decoration. It's totally optional. And if you don't have these tall cookie cutters, what I also found is cupcake liners. Hold the sphere perfectly. So you can use a cupcake liner, and they just sit in there just like that so they won't roll around the board. Oh my gosh, it's perfect. To decorate, I've just melted some white chocolate in the microwave, placed it into a piping bag with a number 2 tip at the end for just a little bit more control. We're gonna drizzle a little bit on top of each hot cocoa bomb. Okay, here's my design. Here we go. It's gonna be a little bit messy, but I'm gonna drizzle this way, zigzag, and then I'm gonna do the other way. Oh my gosh, look how pretty. It looks so fancy. Like, look how fancy it looks. It looks like a fancy bonbon that you'd find at like a French bakery. Oh, look at it. Oops, 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 oops. Oh my gosh. There you have it. Our hot cocoa bomb is ready. You're just gonna wait about 5 minutes, let the white chocolate set, and then we can test one. And I'm gonna do this to the rest of my hot cocoa bomb. have it, hot cocoa bombs. This recipe, really simple ingredients, really fun to make, and they are perfect for the holidays. If you guys make these, please take a picture and send it to me. I love seeing your baking creations. It just makes me happy. It makes my day, especially when they're holiday themed recipes. They're just so cute. It warms my little heart. I love it. Now for the fun part, we're gonna test them. Behind me, I have some milk heating up on the stove, but you can use any base you want to make your hot cocoa. You can also use almond milk, hot coconut milk, hot, did I say oat milk, Molly?
Not yet.
I didn't say oat. Soy milk, anything. I'm just doing regular milk over here though. And you just wanna make sure to heat your milk really hot. You want it to be almost boiling so that these melt really well. Don't pour lukewarm milk over your hot cocoa bomb. It needs hot. Okay, I'm gonna get my cup ready. I'm gonna use this pour spigot so it's a little bit easier versus pouring from the pan. Oh, this one's cute. Okay, we got our hot milk. I'm gonna pour it in here over the sink just in case I spill. Oh my goodness, and I did a little bit. We got our hot steamed milk. I feel like I'm a barista and I just steamed this. Look at that, Mike, little foam on top. You're welcome, cappuccino. Okay, here we go. Got our little hot cocoa bomb. Boom! And when you get to the top, literally the chocolate has melted open and all the little marshmallows are on top and it looks like the perfect cup of hot cocoa. Okay, I'm gonna give it a stir. This recipe is so stinking cute and so fun. Are you kidding? I love it. You just wanna stir together so all your hot cocoa mixes together. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Have to blow on it a little bit because it's really hot. Perfect. It is so good. Ah! Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, it's free, and ring the bell to receive notifications every time I post a new video, because we are gonna be baking some really cute recipes in the new year. Also, I wanted to wish you all a happy holidays and Merry Christmas. All right. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. And if you'd like to watch any other videos, you can click up here or up here. I'll also be posting this recipe and cute little videos over on my Instagram, so go follow me there, and on my TikTok. Is there any songs with hot cocoa in them? There's chestnuts roasting. This is a problem and we need to fix it. Tom Hanks from Polar Express has a song called Hot Chocolate.